The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson. Quickly to the air is Wilson. This ball complete to Rager.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Here's Wilson.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On second down, here's Wilson.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. Here's Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Devon Hamilton coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. "49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
And they'll be piloted by their veteran quarterback, standing 6'4". It's Ryan Tannehill.
They'll come out throwing here on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Tannehill. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Tannehill throwing again. He wants it all for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 32 yards.
And the Dolphins will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And New York set to take the field.
And, you know, listen, there's two ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Corey Davis.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago. So a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there. And they get the 1st down.
On 1st down, Wilson to the right side, and he's got more, complete. To throw again is Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Now Wilson.
Right back to Davis. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
To throw is Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And not able to get it that time. He'd hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. 2nd down. Throwing again here. Wilson.
Hauled in over the middle by Rager. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll run with Hall.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent. that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He's going to keep this again.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Tannehill on first down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On the counter, Hunt.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He is going to find Hill here. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill looking for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. On 4th down, off goes Tannehill. On comes Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders for the field goal. This one from 46 yards out. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Bradley Chubb from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Open man here is Conklin. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Miami set to take over.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill, he's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going to look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Another go-around now for the Jets offense.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now Wilson on 1st down.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Again, Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 27, Tannehill.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson.
That pass complete to Moore.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken in at the 22. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
From the 39, Tannehill. Incomplete.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now it's Tannehill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the 1st as well.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Tannehill is going to turn here and take a timeout, as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, Tannehill. They'll go screen here to Hunt.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Second down at 5.
To throw is Tannehill. It's Hill, complete. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Tannehill. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Cole Kmet in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. So just 8 kicks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson.
He'll fire it deep for Rager.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So we're in halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We had great action yesterday, and this, the first of 3 more games coming at you here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC wildcard game. And you can see the result there. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Jets in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
After the sack on first down, Tannehill. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And the Jets will take over.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Wilson. And he will find Davis. That's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Here's second and a yard. Hall on a give up the middle.
And he gets it down to the 32. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
On first down, right back to Hall.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson flushed out right.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
On third down, Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jalen Phillips
able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. Third time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is right through.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Throwing again on second down. Tannehill.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, here this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill forced out to his left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. To throw again on 2nd down, Tannehill. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Tannehill on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And New York set to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now Wilson. Escape. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jalen Phillips picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Tannehill. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Tannehill now to throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill, quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Hunt will try going up the middle.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Tannehill steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7. And it brings up 3rd. And he's going to go down again. Quan Alexander. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as this
now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill.
And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Back now in Miami. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. From the shotgun, Wilson.
There's Hall bringing in another one.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. To throw again is Wilson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Corey Davis A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Then the Dolphins getting set to go here.
And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Now Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return.
Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now Wilson on 1st down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Again, Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Now Tannehill. And going deep for Hill.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out on offense again here are Corey Davis and the Jets.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other...
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Bradley Chubb getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Wilson to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. A carry here for Hunt. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run again with Hunt, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is Hunt. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Now it's Tannehill. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headline. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
So here is Wilson and the Jets down by 2 touchdowns.
54 seconds to go. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Wilson. He's got Rager.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
He gets it underneath to Hall. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
One last shot for Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.